Today's lore story is for Gliseah Soulguide. Hey, welcome! I'm LeilaFox. Today's lore story is for Gliseah Soulguide. She's the brand new legendary Sacred Order champ that came to us in winter 2021. And I have to say, I love her design. I love what they did with her. She looks beautiful, looks exactly like something I would love to see for a winter champ. And what's also a lot of fun is her design matches the winter 2021 fusion champ, Tatura Rhymehide. What also makes that fun is that their lore stories are intertwined in some ways. So let's get into the lore story for Gliseah Soulguide from the Tolarian Lore Book of Champions.
Lumea's mortal followers oft associate her with springtime and the warmth of the sun, for what else would befit the goddess of life and love? In truth, there are countless aspects to her divine power, and none know that better than the Lightbringers, whom Lumea created from the purest essence of the Aether. Some among these pure beings were indeed born to praise the radiance and warmth of summer, their bodies aglow with rich gold and crimson light, but others yet were cast in a different mold. Gliseah Soulguide is one such Lightbringer. She represents the solemn beauty of winter, the dazzling glitter of rime in the first light of dawn, and the daunting majesty of a snowstorm. Just like winter paves the way for the rebirth of nature, it was Gliseah's duty to guide the souls of mortals to their rebirth in the afterlife. That was a task she had dedicated herself to for many millennia, becoming a sworn protector of rewards and a relentless foe of all who seek to spread the vilest perversion of the natural order on death. For those evil creatures, Gliseah's heart held no kindness, and only woe awaited the villains who became the targets of her cold, implacable wrath. Few among the Lightbringers could match Gliseah's zeal in fighting evil, and she had often taken upon herself to descend to the realm of Tolaria when horrible conflicts between the forces of light and darkness erupted in ages past. But as the forces of Surath appeared to have fled the world of mortals, and peace reigned at last, even a warrior as fervent as Gliseah found fewer and fewer reasons to abandon her duties in the higher spheres. Alas, that was exactly what the Dark Lord expected. Over centuries, his agents worked tirelessly to corrupt the hearts of mortal races, and shadow slowly enveloped Tolaria in its ominous shroud. But the servants of darkness took great care to conceal their labors. It was not until necromancers across the world started raising countless undead to serve the bidding of Surath that Gliseah realized something was amiss. Perhaps it was Providence that prompted her to act at that very moment, and when she cast her gaze over Tolaria, it was drawn to a single event that took place in the far north. An ancient chimera known as Tatura Rhymehide battled against overwhelming forces below, and witnessing that uneven struggle filled Gliseah's spirit with fury. That day, the world of mortals witnessed an impossibly bright shooting star that cleft the northern skies and descended upon the sinful earth. None of the demon spawn could escape vengeance, and Gliseah cut them down without mercy as she fought alongside Tatura. The two of them shared bonds of kinship, for they were born of the same natural aspect of the world. And in the battle's wake, both Gliseah and Tatura took an oath to fight by each other's side and help those who sought to dash Surath's schemes once more. By that oath, they traveled south to find a worthy leader to whom they could pledge allegiance.
Alright, so that was the story for Gliseah, and I have to say I really like it. I like how they start talking about this group called the Lightbringers. And what also this makes me think of is this makes me think of some of other Lumea's champions like Arbiter and even Cardiel. We know that Arbiter, they call her probably the strongest of Lumea's, and that she was sent down from pretty much heaven from the goddess herself. And we kind of see something similar like that with Gliseah. And even though Cardiel himself does not have a story, I can see just by character designs that it's very possible that if Cardiel had a lore story, he would also be considered a Lightbringer. I'll also be sharing the lore story for Tatura because, as I had alluded before, their lore stories are intertwined in some ways, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this lore story. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think of Gliseah. Did you like the lore story for her? Do you love her as our new winter champion in Raid Shadow Legends? I would love to know what you think. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out some more videos up here in the playlist on the top right.